I think that they met a few years ago and they've been spending a lot of time together. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Hallie, so grateful to have you all. Let's get right into this reading. I am doing a series about future loves. It is intuitive based, it's not fact based, so please don't take it so seriously. The whole purpose of this channel is to learn, and we do that through tarot. Please make sure that you subscribe. If you don't have a little button or a membership button next to your name, like a YouTube button or membership button next to your name, then I will not be taking any requests from you. Moving forward, it's just from subscribers and my members. So just putting that out there. So let's get into it. I'm using the Pix del Soleil tarot deck, which I love. I love this deck. And yeah, let's get right into it. If you want to know more about my membership, check out the descriptions below. Below. Okay, so I'm doing Shawn Mendes Future Love. I did one 3 years ago now. I can't believe it was that long ago. Yeah, it's 3 years ago. And I just wanted to preface this with it is intuitive based, like I always say. And the person that I'm doing the reading on, they have a choice. And I always stand by that person's choice. I'm not here to dictate, and neither should you dictate who they should love or how they should love. That is up to them. I also don't out anybody's sexuality because that is up to that person too. So when I was shuffling the cards, I got the energy of I got sunflowers, I got flowers, also daisies. So I get the energy that this person, this woman, she represents feminine energy, likes flowers, very flower-esque. I don't think it's Hailey Baldwin. I know some of you have said that before, where you're like, oh, well, Hailey Baldwin get back together with Shawn Mendes after she and Justin break up. Justin Bieber, I don't think so. And again, I'm not wishing Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber to break up. I just strongly believe that it's imminent and it is coming soon. But that's another story for another time. So as I was shuffling the cards, I got flowers, I got happiness, I got smiling. I got blonde hair, so she could be blonde at this moment. You know, she could change her hair color like I do. But I get blonde hair, and I get very light energy from her. I did say that I strongly believe she's going to be in the wellness space. And then a long time ago, I saw that he was doing certain features with Soul Cycle. I love Soul Cycle. I'm going back to Soul Cycle again. I had a leg injury that I had to heal. Now that I'm healed, I'm going right back to Soul Cycle. I love Soul Cycle. I used to go to Soul Cycle every day. But apart from that, so I see him focusing on wellness and health. And I think I see her like cooking about wellness, getting into it, doing meditation. She's big on yoga. I see her she might be older than he is, which is nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that she might be 2 years older than he is. So with 6 of Pentacles in reverse, I see that he is holding off on projects and he's doing internal work. And through his internal work, he's going to meet her. I think they might already have met. I think that they met a few years ago and they've been spending a lot of time together. And through that, I think she's very wary of him being famous, which I don't blame her. And because of that, Eight of Swords, she's very guarded. She comes across as though she's looking out for her health, looking out for her well-being. She might be a Taurus type. I get Taurus energy because she's very firm in what she believes in. Taurus and Leos can match. Sun and Taurus and Leos can match well together, as long as there's compromise, because being two fixed energies, sometimes there can be a lot of stubbornness between the two of them, and they can lack compromise. You know, I found that Sun and Leos can be stubborn in their own way. It's interesting because you wouldn't really think Leos are stubborn, but I found Leos can be very, very stubborn. Almost as stubborn as Taurus. I suppose because they are the fixed signs. We're one of the fixed signs. Aquarius, Sun in Aquarius, Sun in Leo, Sun in Taurus, Sun in Scorpio are the 4 fixed sun signs. And a lot of the personalities, I'm a Sun in Aquarius, can be very stubborn. I'm stubborn about certain things, but in general, I wouldn't say I'm stubborn, but I'm stubborn about goals. I'm stubborn about, but she seems very, I wouldn't say she's stubborn, she's fixed-minded. Which I can see a lot in Sun in Taurus. I'm not saying she is Sun in Taurus, but that's the energy that I pick up on. And because of that, she's been very set in, I have goals, I have ambition. But I think as she gets older, she's like, you know what? Let me open up my dating pool. Let me open up and I don't think she wanted to date younger. But now she thinks to herself, okay, I'll date younger. Magician being reversed. Her life has not, that's something about in your 30s you have to realize too. I have to constantly remind myself that about being in my 30s, that how you pictured your life in your 20s, every decade changes. So how you pictured your life in your 20s and in your 30s, you have to shed that. You have to constantly shed what you thought you would be, or where you thought you would be at in life. Otherwise you'll be depressed. And I'm not saying that that's the cause of depression, but it creates this gloom over your life if you're expecting your life to be the way that you thought that it should, instead of being grateful for what it is and improving it upon that, you know. So with Ace of Swords, I see him wanting to break the ice with her. By 2028, we're going to hear, I see them getting married. I just got an image, a flash of them getting married. Beautiful wedding. Oh, I'm very happy for him. I really feel like he deserves so much happiness. You know, his energy, his aura is very pure and clean. I see them getting married. Let's see. And I love that song. It Isn't In My Blood. It's one of my favorite songs. Oh my gosh. Which I used to listen to it at Soul Cycle. One of the instructors used to play a lot. Let's see. Yes, I see a wedding. I see a girl being a flower girl. Okay, a few cards in reverse. Interesting. Very, very interesting. The Emperor reverse. I think that they might have dated. And then they thought, this is too much. I don't think it was public, but they dated recently and they gave up. But they still talk to each other. They still hang out on friendly terms. I don't think it was ever really made public, but people were starting to catch on to it. And once they caught on to it, she was like, I don't want to do this. She thought to herself, I don't want to do this. It's too invasive of my life. I think she lives a very simple life. I think she's bi-coastal. I see her being in LA and New York. She might even be a soul cycle instructor. But she's very independent, but she helps him a lot. They help one another in certain aspects. And like I said, I think it started off as she was his wellness guide. And then they became friends and they started talking. And through that talking, they got to know each other better. And they started to really develop a bond for one another. Somebody said that they thought it could be Teddy Geiger, but I don't see it being Teddy Geiger. I just don't. I see somebody in wellness, because I see her wearing leggings and blonde hair. So that's what I have for you guys. I really, really wish them all the best. I wish them both the best. And like I said, just because you admire somebody doesn't mean that you have a right to tell them how to live their life. This is just for guidance, and it's really for, I wouldn't say entertainment, but it's just to be taken lightly, you know. I don't ever want to become the kind of channel to force people into relationships or not. It's just meant to be lighthearted. And yeah, so stay tuned for more. I'm doing a series on it. If you want to request a reading, check out, you can DM me on Instagram, through Instagram. And yeah, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.